Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. It has the link to all of my social media. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as a link to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all of my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. So with that said and done and put to the side, I come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets drafting Elijah Moore in the second round of the NFL draft at pick number 34. Boy, oh boy, were we surprised and shocked, okay? Let me set the scene for a second, okay? Because this was exciting. So we're sitting back. Of course, I'm doing my live NFL draft stream. We just had, in case any of y'all missed it, please go back into my videos. Just got it done today. We were sitting down, chopping it up about the draft, you know, having a blast. We also went into a live radio show as well. People called in. We had an amazing time. So please go check that out if you haven't. But we're all sitting there, right? And the Jaguars are on the clock. And so we're saying to ourselves, who do you think they're going to take, you know? Of course, Tevin Jenkins was still on the board. Creed Humphrey is still on the board. We're all excited because we figure we're going to get one of those guys, right? So we're all sitting there. We're asking, you know, I'm asking all the savages in the chat, hey, who do you guys want? Creed Humphrey, Tevin Jenkins, you know, what's going on? You know, so they're giving me their takes, right? Then boom, the Jags select a corner in the second round. And it was like, wow, we were shocked. We said, okay, now we for sure can choose between one of those guys. It's not like, you know, we're getting whoever falls to us after they take an offensive lineman. No, we can choose between Tevin Jenkins or Creed Humphrey. You know, we figured they would take one of those guys. So now, again, the takes are coming. They're flying. People are saying, hey, I want Creed Humphrey. Some people are saying, hey, I want Tevin Jenkins. Some people were saying, listen, those guys are nice, but we need to trade back and get some more picks back into the fold because we utilized our 2 third-round picks to move up for Vera Tucker, right? So I'm just hearing takes, and we're all going back and forth. Jets get on, you know, they're on the clock. They get their pick in, and so we're all, you know, waiting to hear. Is it Tevin Jenkins? Is it Creed Humphrey? Which one is it? Boom. The Jets draft Elijah Moore from Ole Miss, and we were stunned. I was stunned. I'm not going to lie to you. I was stunned. I was shocked, okay? And I wasn't shocked because Elijah Moore is a bad player. No, he's a good player. Like, he's a good wide receiver. I was just stunned because, listen, the message from this season, when you watch the entire season, to the off season, after free agency, into the draft, was the Jets' offensive line is putrid. We need to do whatever we can to acquire talent at the offensive line. Of course, we knew after we moved on from Sam Darnold that our, you know, top pick in the first round was going to be used on a quarterback. We all knew that. But then we said, hey, with the other picks, we need to make sure that we churn and burn and get offensive line talent in here immediately. Vera Tucker was filled that in the first round. We moved up for him. Everybody in their, you know, everybody in their minds figured second round, Tevin Jenkins slid out of, you know, the first round. He's in the second round. Creed Humphrey's there. He's in the second round. We can't lose. We're going to take one of those guys to continue to, you know, beef up this offensive line and plug up the holes that we have. Man, we got to do whatever we can to fix this situation. So when we didn't take one of those guys, and again, they were sitting there right for us, sitting right in our laps, and we did not take any of them, and we took a lot of Elijah Moore there. It just kind of threw people through a loop. It really stunned me, at least, you know. So I was very shocked. But here's the deal: the Elijah Moore pick, again, Elijah Moore, not a bad player, and the more that I continue to think about this, and we had multiple discussions, especially during the radio show, you look at Elijah Moore when he comes in here. This dude is 5'9", 5'10". He is a burner, dude. He is a burner. He's unbelievably fast. So you look at this situation, I think he ran like a 4.3, a 4.32 or something like that. This guy is all about it. He's a guy that is a first-round talent. He did have a first-round grade, but for whatever reason, he slid out of the first round. So you look at this situation as solid value. That's good value on a pick that you could get a guy as talented as he is in the second round. Kind of like Mims last year. It's crazy. Joe Douglas in these second round, you know, picks for wide receiver. But then I started to look at the situation. I said, okay, we passed on an offensive lineman to get this guy. How does he fit here? And watching the Niners, okay, it just feels like we're going to be, you know, the West Coast Niners. We brought in Sulla. You got LaFleur. LaFleur's bringing in that Shanahan system. If you watch the Niners like I do, because I'm stuck, you know, I'm here on the West Coast, I'm stuck watching them. You know, they put them on TV every single second that they can. You look at this situation, I was talking to people about our running game and how our running game is going to look, okay? The way that they run in San Francisco with Shanahan and that running scheme that they run up there, you don't have to have like a great back, okay? If you have guys that can get it done like Mostert or McKinnon or Jeff Wilson Jr. like they have with the Niners, you can have a top rushing offense, okay? You can have a myriad of backs and be successful, but you got to make sure you get the guys up front that can open holes, because that running scheme and the way that you can set things up is phenomenal, okay? Now, another thing that they do in San Francisco as well, in that Shanahan system, is they have guys that are just playmakers. And so when I look at Elijah Moore, I feel like he's going to come in here and fit the role of Deebo Samuel, like what Deebo Samuel does with the Niners. See, Deebo Samuel, they come out with him, he runs sweeps. They come out and they move him all around. You know, he's just a weapon. He's a playmaker. He's just a weapon, a guy that, you know, you can't figure it out. He's a wild card. You don't know if he's going to come out and actually line up, you know, in the #1 spot or #2 spot, or if he's just going to do his work out of the slot and absolutely finish you from that, you know, position. So that's what I think Elijah Moore is going to be brought in here to do. He's going to fill that Deebo Samuel role, where they're going to move him all over the place, right? Again, a lot of people just think he's a slot wide receiver, but I no doubt in my mind, he's going to be moved all over the place, and he's just going to be sent to destroy, and he's going to be a matchup nightmare for certain spots. So that's why I kind of look at this situation, and again, even though we pass on our offensive line, I think this is a solid pick. I really, really do. And again, it's doing something to continue to help our young quarterback, Zach Wilson. And this is something that we never did for Sam Darnold. We got him an offensive line help. Now we got him a weapon. We can continue to address other stuff, you know, as the draft fills out. So this, to me, was a good pick. So immediately, as we're continuing to talk about, you know, Elijah Moore's role, what he can do here, you know, what he could be with the New York Jets. Once he was selected, a lot of people said, oh, he's coming in. We got Mims, Davis, we got Crowder, and now we got Elijah Moore. Hey, time to get rid of old Crowder. Let's get him out of here. And I told people, whoa, 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 slow your brakes, okay? Yes, we got Cole. Yes, we got Mims. Yes, you know, we got Elijah Moore now. That doesn't mean that we need to get rid of him because we got those guys and Davis. We don't need to get rid of Crowder. Slow, you know, pump your brakes a little bit. And let me tell you why. Does anybody remember that last year, pretty much damn near the entire season, our wide receiver core was riddled with injuries? We missed a lot of guys. I think it was like week 10. It was something like that, week 10, until, you know, our wide receiver core was even healthy and came out as one on the field. It was always issues. We went out, we were getting guys off the street. Chris Hogan was here for a little bit. Anybody remember that? Mims missed time last year. Brashad Perryman, we had him, he missed time. There were so many guys missing times, and it was riddled with injuries, and you saw it affect our production offensively. You saw it affect our young quarterback, who at the time was Sam Darnold. You saw it affect him, you know, just his familiarization with wide receivers and his feel with them. It was all jacked up. So I don't think that this bringing in Elijah Moore immediately means we need to get rid of Crowder, especially when you look at the situation. Crowder was our best wide receiver last year. I mean, by the numbers, I think he led our team in receiving yards. So I don't think that this means we get rid of Crowder. He's still got a lot of ability. You just add him to the mix. I understand he makes $10 million this year, but we can move on from him next year, and we can continue to groom and mature Elijah Moore right under him, so that when we do move on from him, he can slide right into the spot. So I don't think that this means that Crowder is just out the door, gone. We're finished and done with him. We should trade him off. I think we should keep him, because again, when you look at a lot of the top offenses around the league, the Chiefs, the Saints, a couple others, they just don't have like 2 or 3 guys. They can go 4, sometimes even 5 wide on you and really do work, because those guys are solid too. They don't have to be big household names. Not every single wide receiver on their roster is going to be a #1 wide receiver, but the receivers on their roster are going to be able to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Again, you go face the Chiefs. Yes, they got Travis Kelce. Yes, they got Tyreek Hill. You know, yes, they got some other guys, but they got those guys for their 3rd, 4th, and 5th wide receiver. They can do work too. So I like this pick. Again, I don't want to throw Crowder away. I'd like to keep him on the roster as well going in. But I like this pick. Elijah Moore, I think, is a solid pick for us. Another steady set of hands, setting our young quarterback up for more success. As the draft continues on, because at this point we only have 2 4th-round picks and some other, you know, a 5th and 6th-round pick left. So we got some picks coming up still. I'd like to see us continue to address our offensive line, continue to address our cornerback position. So I think that's what Joe Douglas is going to do with those rest of his picks that we have left. So especially those 2 4th-rounders, I really want to see what he does there. So please comment down below, folks. Let me know what you folks think. How do you feel about the pick of Elijah Moore? What are your thoughts on us passing on Tevin Jenkins and Creed Humphrey? You know, were you shocked? Did you want to see us trade back? Give me your thoughts about how you feel about this pick. So you folks have a good one. Peace.